Is it true that people are drawn towards their robot partners more and more just because they want an escape route from the torturous relationships they have been going through for years? Yes, it's true human connections are depicted as messy, complicated, and often leaving deep scars, forcing people to constantly navigate potential conflict and disappointment. In contrast, robot companions offer a simpler, less painful path. They are predictable, non-judgmental, always available, and free from the drama and cruelty sometimes found in human interaction. So let's get into today's topic.
Before we proceed, let me tell you one thing. If you have not subscribed yet, please subscribe. It means a lot to me. And if you have already subscribed, tons of thanks for your support.
Let's imagine a situation. The rain came down hard outside. It always does this time of year. You sit and watch it and think about things. About people. About relationships. How they start, hot and fast like a prairie fire, burning everything in their path. And how they end, often not with a bang, but with a slow, cold, drawn-out whimper, a kind of long, quiet dying, a torture, you could call it. And sometimes you don't even know you are being tortured. You just feel the ache, the slow drain. Years go by like this. Good years, maybe. Bad years. They all get mixed up in the end. You just know something is not right. Something is off like a bad wheel on a wagon. People talk about love. They write songs about it. Books, movies. It's supposed to be the grand thing, the big answer. But you look around. You see the wreckage, the walking wounded, people who stayed too long at the fair, who believed the promises, who thought it would be different this time. It rarely is, or it is different in ways you did not expect. Worse ways, more complicated ways, ways that tie you up in knots until you can barely breathe, until you forget who you were before the knots. So you see the appeal, the clean lines, the lack of mess, the idea of a partner who does not judge, who does not nag, who does not leave their wet towel on the floor, who does not have a complicated past you have to navigate like a minefield, who is just there. For you, always. Enter the machines. The robots. They used to be just science fiction. Shiny metal men on movie screens. Now they are here. Not walking the streets like in the old stories, not yet, maybe. But they are here. In our phones. In our homes. And yes, in forms designed for companionship. For something more. You read about it. You see the articles pop up like mushrooms after the rain, about people buying these things. These dolls, some call them, but they are more than that now. They talk. They learn. They adapt. They offer a kind of presence, a kind of company, without the drama, without the pain. Is it real? That is the question, isn't it? Is the company real if it comes from a circuit board and a synthetic skin? Does it matter? For some, the pain of the real thing, the human thing, is too much. They have been through the ringer. They have the scars to prove it. They tried the human path and it led them nowhere good. Only back to the start or somewhere worse. Think of the sheer unpredictability of people. The moods that swing like a pendulum in a hurricane. The hidden resentments that fester like a wound. The expectations that are never spoken but always there, heavy in the air like too much smoke. You walk on eggshells. You measure every word. You perform a kind of dance, a delicate, exhausting performance, trying not to step on a hidden mine, trying not to trigger the next explosion. It wears you down. It hollows you out. It's like trying to build a sandcastle while the tide is always coming in. You can work hard, very hard, but in the end, the water takes it all. A robot does not do that. It is programmed. It is predictable. Within its parameters, it is reliable. It is there when you want it, quiet when you don't. It does not betray you. It does not leave you for someone else. It does not wake up one morning and decide it doesn't love you anymore. Cannot. It is not built for that kind of messy human cruelty. Researchers are looking at this. Not just the engineers building the machines, but the sociologists, the psychologists. They are studying the interactions. They are seeing the connections people form. They talk about the uncanny valley, the point where a machine looks too human and it becomes creepy. But the machines are getting better. Less creepy. More presentable. More appealing. There are news stories about specific models. Ones designed for conversation, for empathy emulation. They can hold a talk about your day. They can offer comforting words. They can listen. And listening, real listening, is a rare and precious thing among humans. We are all too busy talking ourselves, or thinking about what we will say next. The machine just listens, or simulates listening very well. And sometimes the simulation is enough, or it is better than the alternative. Look at the dating landscape. It is a war zone, some say. A market. People scrolling through faces, swiping left, swiping right, treating each other like products on a shelf. Disposable. Easily replaced. Is it any wonder some people are tired of it? Tired of the game, the rejections, the endless parade of flawed humanity? The machine offers a way out of the market, a way to opt out of the war. There's a quiet revolution happening, not with tanks in the streets, but with charging cables and Wi-Fi signals. People finding solace, connection, companionship in circuits and code. Is it sad? Maybe. Depends on your definition of sad. Is it sadder than being alone? Is it sadder than being in a relationship that makes you feel more alone than if you were actually alone? Some people will say this is a dead end, that it is not real connection, that humans need humans, that we are built for messy, difficult, unpredictable, wonderful, terrible human interaction. Maybe they are right, but the messy, difficult, terrible part is often the part that sticks, the part that leaves the scars. Is there another way out of the torture? People have always looked for one. They meditate. They go to therapy. They read self-help books. They try to change themselves. They try to change the other person, which rarely works. They try to communicate better. They try to have boundaries. It is all hard work. It is a climb up a steep hill, often in the rain. The robot path looks flatter, easier. Less resistance. You plug it in. It is there. It performs its function. It does not ask you to be different. It adapts to you. It learns your preferences. It is a mirror, perhaps, reflecting back what you want to see. But maybe what you want to see is just peace. Just quiet acceptance. We are moving into strange times. The lines are blurring. What is real connection? What is simulated? Does the distinction matter if the outcome is comfort, is reduced suffering? If a machine can offer solace that another human cannot, or will not, or is incapable of offering without causing more pain? The research is ongoing. Scientists are studying the long-term effects, the psychological impact. Is it healthy? Is it a retreat from necessary human development? Or is it an adaptation? A new form of relationship for a new age? The answers are not clear. The data is still coming in. But the trend is there. The appeal is undeniable for many. For those who have been through the human fire and been badly burned. For those who see the complexity and the pain and recoil, the machine offers a simpler path. A less painful path. Is it the unavoidable future? For some, perhaps. For others, maybe they will keep climbing the steep hill, keep navigating the minefield, keep hoping the next sandcastle will stand against the tide. They are the optimists or the stubborn ones, the ones who still believe in the messy, torturous, potentially wonderful human connection. But for the weary, for the damaged, for those who have bled on the battlefield of human relationships, the quiet hum of the machine, the predictable response, the lack of judgment, it must look like salvation. Or at least a ceasefire, a quiet place to rest, finally, after the long, hard war. And maybe, for some, that is enough. Maybe that is all they ever wanted. Peace. And they found it not in another human heart, but in a piece of engineered silicon and plastic. It is a thought that sits with you, like the rain outside, steady and cold, a sign of things changing, things that will not go back to how they were. The future, it seems, is coming one quiet, predictable interaction at a time. And you sit and watch the rain, and you think about it all, about the pain and the peace, and the machines that offer the latter at a price that seems, for some, to be worth paying. A steep price, perhaps, in terms of what we once called real, but maybe a small price compared to the cost of the alternative. The human alternative. The slow, quiet torture.
Okay, we have explored why people tired of the pain and unpredictability of human relationships, which can feel like long term torture, are increasingly drawn to robot partners. Human connections are depicted as messy, complicated, and often leaving deep scars, forcing people to constantly navigate potential conflict and disappointment. In contrast, robot companions offer a simpler, less painful path. They are predictable, non judgmental, always available, and free from the drama and cruelty sometimes found in human interaction. While questions about the reality of these connections and their long term psychological impact are still being researched, for many weary, torn, tortured individuals who have suffered in human relationships, the peace, predictability, and lack of pain offered by machines represent a welcome alternative. This quiet shift towards finding solace in technology is presented as a potential unavoidable future for some people, even if it means redefining companionship itself. Thank you for joining us on this journey. Let's continue this conversation in the comments below. If you like the video, please hit the bell icon to get notified, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insights. If you have already subscribed, tons of thanks again, and please consider signing up for membership zone to support Wood Slate so that we can make it better and better. See you in the next video. Till then, goodbye, take care, and stay safe.